And we back Steve Cash Money Bags on some entanglement shit and things of that nature.
Ooh, I am Mike Lake in the building. Man, I don't know. Jada, man. Jada.
What you feel?
I wish I was in August shoes.
Wow, what would you do?
I would post entanglement. This would have been subliminal in every album I dropped forever if I had a chance to get entangled with some Jada. We didn't get a chance to talk about this.
Mind you, though, maybe he never had another chance. It was 4 years ago.
Yeah,
this happened so long ago. Maybe he felt like, all right,
I would still be riding that high.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you know how it is. Sometimes you think you want something till you get it, and it ain't what it is. So maybe, what if Jada not the Jada that you fantasize about?
No, then I'd be heartbroken.
Maybe he was.
Then I go back. Then I'll go back to Kelly Rowland. Then I'll just switch back.
What if that's? But
what if all of them is trash?
Maybe not trash, but you know how it go. Like
vagina's regular.
Not even just vagina, like a person in general, like or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or something you really wanted so bad, and when you finally get there, it go down. It's just like damn, like the thought was so much better than the actual act.
Well, I don't know what his feelings were about her beforehand, but he clearly had feelings for her during.
Yeah, like he caught feelings during their situation.
We had an unfortunate timing. We recorded last week on Thursday, and she dropped that table talk on Friday. What'd you think about that shit?
Honestly, I think again, the internet being the internet, they're going to take it overboard. Like, I don't think Will was as hurt as they're trying to make it seem like he was hurt because of that table talk. This is something as a couple they dealt with already 4 years ago. If he cried, whatever he did,
whatever
that time,
anger, reaction, retaliation,
he's cried out, he's angered out. Whatever feeling, emotions he has or had, he already got those off. So now, and also it's not even like we caught them doing the red table talk. This is something they recorded. They went through editing. They probably watched dozens of times before they was like, okay.
They could have recorded that 2-3 times if they wanted to. I'm not saying they did.
And they probably was like, okay, now let's release it. Yeah. If they felt uneasy or Will felt like, damn, it look wild right there, let's not do so. Like screenshots don't tell a whole story. Like it's literally a screenshot of something. Or try and get a picture of his face looking tired. For all we know, they recorded. They could have been on a 13th section or take. Like, damn, I'm tired of this shit already. Like he already dealt with it. Yeah. Like, and we did not catch them. They recorded this. They put it out and gave it to us.
This was not footage from like TMZ.
Right. So
this was
as far as
the red table talk.
So as far as the world acting like, damn, like Will, he can't.
Shit, this
Will's so hurt. Look at his face.
Oh man, that's deep pain right there. He's a fucking actor. He's
already dealt with this. Like so that's that. As far as and the rest of it, what you expect to separate with your girl? If they both agree we're not together,
yeah. I expected that. I said this because I had a few people hit me because they know I love Jada. This is what I almost expected. It's almost par for the course. We believed this whole entire time that they had some semblance of an open relationship, whatever that meant.
Which they say they do not have.
Which they say they don't. But whatever that meant, somebody somewhere said it, and I'm not saying it was pure rumor and conjecture. This seemed to have been confirmed by the way they were acting. Whatever that meant. Maybe they were still married and separated. We know people who've been separated. We probably ran into people who've been separated and been entangled or whatever with them. I'm just saying, whatever happened didn't seem to be a violation of whatever trust, whatever their foundational values are in their marriage. Because they still cool, they still married, and whatever agreements they made after that. Because she said, Will's like, I'm gonna get you back, and she was like, oh, you already did that. Like they seem to be on a level able to be talking about this shit to where it's not still painful for them,
Right.
And whatever that means to them. Maybe they've both surrendered the fact that they we're married, but we don't romanticize each other. We get that elsewhere, and we stay together on other levels. I don't know, man. These are rich ass people. I don't know what they think about on a daily basis. I don't know what books they read. I don't know what groups they're a part of. This might be normal. Is all I'm saying.
People break up all the damn time, and that's all that happened in this situation. They broke up.
Hell, Ross and Rachel. Ross stepped out on a break.
And what happens on a breakup, you see other people. Mm-hmm. Like, the only difference is whoever Will was dealing with didn't come out. Didn't come out and like, oh, I'm hurt or whatever the case is. And
I still think it's Margot Robbie.
And also, who?
Margot Robbie, the white actress chick that played Harley Quinn.
Oh, well, I mean, they've been in like, 2-3 films together since their breakup, whatever the case was. Like, regardless of whatever their chemistry is on film, or like when you become coworkers, you also become friends. Mm-hmm. I've hung out with plenty of coworkers and never done anything. Mm-hmm. People can speculate and say whatever they want, but there's still no hard evidence of you just hanging out. Mm-hmm. Like, we don't know what it is when they're in
there's no proof of why I said that. I just believe it.
All right.
There was nothing to it. Whatever Will did, Jada confirmed that he did something and he already got her back, is what she said. Right. All I could go off is what she said.
Right. And that could have been even within their marriage, not even just
he could have actually cheated.
Who knows? I don't know. I just feel, and of course, get your jokes off his internet. Laugh because memes are funny. But at the end of the day, does Will really look hurt? Sure, if you screenshot a picture of someone's face mid conversation, sure.
They were talking about some deep stuff too, and it might not even be like him looking hurt. Just like, I mean, if I'm not correct, there's a possibility that he did something wrong initially, and
that's what led to them
feeling guilty. Yeah. You know, that might be a look of guilt, not necessarily a look of hurt. You know,
I just feel like, dude, he looked tired. It wasn't like to me, he didn't really look hurt. But again, this is something people dealt with literally 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. Away from the internet jokes that he's going to get these jokes though, but away from that, him look at you, take a great screenshot of him doing you can find it if you slow down enough film, you can find any
especially two people who be in front of the camera that much.
Me on my face like looking distorted or whatever case it is. Like, oh look, he's clearly
Mike made Steve cry, and it's just
pain in his heart,
and it's just you drinking a drink and forgot to put the Coke in it.
Now I'm trying to drink away my pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. But anyway, I just feel it just is what it is. I do think on the opposite side though, it would be flipped if it was Will and some other.
Oh, they don't want to talk about that.
I think it would be way different.
They don't want to talk about that. Because they would be killing Will.
And also, it's a little weird. It's a little weird that August was friends with Jaden. That's how August came around. He was Jaden's friend. Mm-hmm. Jaden at the time being 16, August 23, 24. What does a 23, 24-year-old have in common with a 16-year-old as far as like friends? Like, this is my homie.
Music.
Cool, whatever. Wherever they're friends enough to where they're hanging out. I mean, I can't.
I'm only pulling this from another story I heard. Gambino used to hang out with Jaden, and they connected over music. He said he was over there recording in their studio and vice versa. And Gambino's about that same age too. I wouldn't put it past him to be friend on some music shit.
That's fine with music. Again, like I don't know. I simply don't
know. It also
know.
seems like Jaden likes to hang out with older dudes.
Well,
like
older people. Dudes don't have to hang out with Jaden. Like if I'm 23, 24, me personally, unless we're working.
But that's a connect though.
Away from working, when I'm not working, I'm not just hanging with we have nothing in common. I'm drinking, I'm hanging out in the clubs. You can't do any. I don't understand where you and I can connect past the money making of music. So if we're not working, I don't see where you and I are just clicking, hanging out. Like, I'm finna go see my homie Jaden. We're not doing music. We're just hanging out.
This is another one of those things where me and you ain't hanging out with the average 16, 17-year-old. This motherfucker's uber rich and can fly wherever the fuck he want. From one of the stories I heard from Gambino, they were in Kauai together. They were out on this island. Actually, Gambino was out there, and he ran into him out there, and they clicked up. Whatever that means, I don't know what Jaden brings to the table enough for you to be like, yeah, Jaden, other than the opportunity to maybe meet his dad and mom. It is weird, but these are super rich people, man. This dude could be anywhere. He could be at where you at, too, you know?
They are. But again, I just don't feel like me at 23, 24, I won't have anything in common.
I'm agreeing with you.
I don't know where in the world.
Well, even the commonality might be that
with
bread.
Him being able to be in the club I'm at, we're still not, dog. I'm over here dealing with these other 23, 24-year-old women and older who's not trying to fuck a 16-year-old kid. So therefore, we have nothing in common.
It already breaks them up.
We're recording music together. And also, if music brought them together, where's the music? I've never heard of August and Jaden album or record.
I saw a meme the other day that said if the script was flipped.
That's what I'm getting to.
So we did get off on a tangent with the Jaden shit.
So let's say Willow Smith had a friend, female best friend, as just as well as Jaden. Or at least as
this shit already sounds terrible.
And then Will is around.
It already sounds bad.
And the best friend so happened to be 23, 24, just like August, but it's female. And then it didn't work out between Will and Jada, but Will stepped down on 23, 24-year-old. It would be a whole different scenario.
It'd be Bill Cosby out here. Well, no, not Bill, but he would just be being killed as a predator, as somebody who took advantage of his position and power and
grooming.
So how isn't Jada looked at as grooming?
I've seen people going at her about this.
Some have. I've seen plenty.
She almost walked herself into that situation, saying that he came to us
hurt, broken, needed help. Yeah. His help was
her
declining.
Saying that to me made me feel really weird. But I do want to double back real quick. August was a grown man, 23. You said 24,
23, 24 at the time,
and Jada was however old she was, 40, 50. Can two hurt people take advantage of each other?
I don't know, but they probably they could use each other to get past whatever it was. I'm strictly talking about if it was a man.
No. I'm agreeing with that. That's why I said I'm kind of changing the subject. But we know for sure Will be being killed in the media. Endorsements lost. Him fighting for his his like he would be explaining a whole lot. He would have to come out and really defend himself because a court of public opinion will be killing him. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I don't know what other way to say that other than it looks super skeevy. Because even as soon as you said it, you was like, if Willow had a friend, it already makes me feel hella uncomfortable if I'm the guy in that situation.
I personally already uncomfortable. I'm not allowing my 16-year-old kid to have a best friend that's 23, 24. Yeah. You're not just coming through, hanging out. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like, bro, you have no one. Like, not saying make your money do music. That's one thing. But if you're just hanging out at the house, y'all drinking sodas and shit. Like, my nigga, what? You Michael Jackson?
So I have a question for
Mom, we're out of pizza rolls.
Last time on our secret unaired episode, missing episode
the
9,
hidden episode 11,
10, whatever it is, missing. It was we talked about this, and y'all said like they're rich, so it's a different thing.
They are living in a different stratosphere.
But is that though? Because now we're talking about like, because that's funny. A 16-year-old hanging out with a 20-something-year-old that they best friends. I mean, and what did Jada say something about the other dude? One of the other dudes is his motherfucking boyfriend. Like there's
Tyler's his boyfriend.
And how, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of that's cool, but like there's a lot of shit going on there. That seemed kind of funny.
Tyler's a kid. Jaden's a kid.
Yeah, they're closer in age.
These kids that do these things is different. Tyler also went and gave a whole freestyle how him and Flex searched the net for buff net niggas looking for butt sex. That's Tyler the Creator.
That's all a troll. That's all a troll.
But this is different.
This is confirmed.
Their world of that shit is that's for these new niggas. That's for them over there doing that weird shit. It's weird to us because we don't understand it.
But you think that's cool though?
For them, because they understand
it's
it.
Still cool. Like,
man.
No, you gotta understand. You gotta understand what I'm saying.
Being rich and being in an open marriage is different than my child hanging with a grown man, even if we're rich. Even if we're rich.
Right. It's
that's Michael Jackson type shit.
It's Michael Jackson type shit.
These millennials are way different. We are now our parents of what we don't understand all the way. We are now that. So being that, you have to understand that you don't understand. So I understand that I don't fully understand Jaden calling Tyler the Creator his
I'm not on that. I get that. That was me.
And I don't even think they're gay. That. They're not gay. It's just
I'm talking
y'all
about
weird to me because I didn't grow up on that. So that's what y'all do.
But I'm talking about August now.
Talk about the August Jaden relationship
and Jaden being his age, and then I almost get the feeling like, damn, was August trying to secretly get to Jada, and so he kind of went the route of a Jaden?
I don't think. First of all, I don't think.
I don't believe he did that, but that's something I would have done.
Of course,
y'all gotta understand. Like,
Jaden, you're really interesting, sir.
Y'all don't understand that. Y'all don't think because you aren't an August fan, right? Is this the most you ever even talked or even listened to August?
I've listened to a few to an album here and there, based off the strength of you.
Are you aware that August was actually very sick and like physically?
I wasn't
sick?
fully aware. Me and you have. I think we may have talked about it on this pod once before. But not in depth. I don't know what his sickness even was.
He has a lot of issues physically, a lot of mental issues. Like this is real for him.
What's one of the physical ones? Like what is it that he's dealing with?
That his body was attacking itself.
Like an autoimmune disease.
Almost died.
Okay.
Like literally, he almost. I don't want to say he coded, but he may have. He was literally on.
They alluded to the fact that he almost died.
This is real for him.
Mm-hmm.
So he met her at this time in his life to where he's like
vulnerable
on his way out.
Definitively
he lost
vulnerable.
His mom. He has custody of his I want to say his nieces or something like that because he lost his sister and like however they passed away. He had a real
like he really had
time.
Shit was kicking him in the ass.
So with all of that going on and needing someone to talk to, needing guidance, needing someone to maybe even just love him, tell him that here comes Jada.
But that's why I asked you at the beginning. Can two or in the middle somewhere? Can two hurt people? And I'm not saying that her hurt matches his hurt. I'm just saying if in a situation where Will may have left her or Will may have cheated on her, Will may have done whatever to her, and now she's in a position where she's looking for companionship, he's around, he is vulnerable, and can two codependent people be codependent?
Okay, even if so, then so what's your point? Okay, yes. So now
she still may have taken advantage. I'm not letting her off the hook. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying it ain't as predatory as me being fine and healthy and seeing that you're vulnerable and like, oh yeah, this is my chance. That's a different situation.
There is, but here's what I know for a fact.
I felt creepy just even parroting that. That was
the difference is a fact, and it's doctor noted and everything else. August was sick. He really did have these things. All
and we don't have any evidence of Jada.
Maybe Jada felt. Maybe she was this. Maybe she was that. Who knows?
Steve, August has an autoimmune disease.
I called it.
Yeah, and he has issues with his liver.
Okay. So he had real.
You're absolutely dead spot on with the maybes. I just posed the question to you, maybe just to say. All I could take is what's being said here. She said, "I was going through something. I was looking for fulfillment for whatever the fuck it was, and even though it may not have been as serious as what he was going through, we also accounting for the fact that he's an adult here. It's not like he was a child. That would make it unacceptable." But
and that's where the question. That's why I flipped it. Well,
if
people
it was
wouldn't
Will.
be saying the same thing if it was Will.
Oh, we wouldn't even be able to have this conversation if it was Will. Yeah, because men are predatory like that. Not that women aren't.
Men aren't, but historically,
yeah.
historically, men are predatory that way.
Yeah, on the whole, men are predatory. If you see a young chick disadvantaged or at some kind of handicap, and the man is just emotionally hurt, that's. Even me being the man in that scenario, I am not going into that scenario. But Jada, August is grown. Maybe the other thing, and I'm not adding speculation to the shit. All we have is the truth, and we've already agreed that this is weird on the part of the Jada Smith, right? Jada,
she got a history of this though. She did the same thing to Buddy and the boy in Men's Society. She did the same thing to him. He was young. She made him take care of her kid and everything.
Steve, do you know what an Oedipus complex is?
Tell me.
It's when somebody fixates. I had to double check, Google it to make sure that I wasn't going to give the wrong information. But it's when,
you're on point.
It's a psychological thing when when the child or childlike individual finds some type of sexual desire or wants some type, not necessarily subconsciously wants some kind of sexual relationship with the parent of the opposite sex.
Yeah, your parental figure becomes the object of your affections,
right?
Not necessarily sexual.
I feel like that almost feels like the situation, except for Jada's not his mom. It all seems like to me like a bad porno. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, little Johnny's friend is hurt and his mom is hurt now because dad's not here, and so they get together, type thing. Like it feels like a creepy like bad porn.
Yeah, I'm 100% with Steve on we can't speculate on what we don't know.
I think that is fair,
definite. I understand.
Oedipus.
I don't think
Oedipus may apply, but we would need a therapist to verify that.
Steve, hold on.
Okay,
Steve.
I'm listening.
So hold on. So Jada does the Red Table Talk. She's been in Hollywood. She's rich, famous, all this stuff. So she got friends. She got connections. Why are you gonna take your hurt to a broken person that's friends with your son? Why are you not gonna take your hurt to Denzel or fucking like something? I mean, he's married, but like to somebody out there that you've had involvement. I mean, Jada's been involved with everybody.
The best
Jada
case
has literally been involved with almost every big time dude out there. Like she's had entanglements with before. My thing is,
wait. She's a known. I don't think that's
I ain't saying she's a hoe. I didn't say that. What I'm saying
she
is
knows
she's
people.
Friends with. She's notably friends with a lot.
Okay,
of
she's
dudes.
notably.
There was a place to take her hurt that wasn't necessarily with young dude that may have been broken. I almost feel like Jada might be like Mike. You said I feel like Jada might be the predatory one in this situation.
She may be predatory.
I might have misunderstood what you're saying. So you're saying Jada is the one that is that word you said.
Oedipus?
No, Oedipus complex would be August. He would have the Oedipus.
August will have the complex for Jada because she could be a surrogate for his mom, a stand-in for his mom.
Right.
The other version of that is Electra complex.
I could say that could be, but also, how many older women that we all fantasize about? Does that mean we have that complex? I believe.
She's not our best friends, our good friends' moms, though. I mean, well, for you and Mrs. Lake. Well, no, oops, let me stop.
Nah, I wouldn't even go in there, by the way.
I knew you weren't going there. Get you to the punch.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't. Sure, we can speculate. We can throw that out there. I think that's wrong to put that on him to say that. Because at the end of the day, he is still a man. Whether he's going through what he's going through, he's still a man. Jada's still fine. She's still around. And I think I personally feel from the stories I've seen in her, he just fell for a woman. And he might have loved her more than she loved him. And the problem is people deal with people all the time. And if you have a situationship, which is now called an entanglement, if you have a situationship, the problem is the person that likes the other person more is always going to end up hurt because you can have an agreement with someone and it's all good as long as the agreement is the agreement. The minute that other person wants to switch the narrative, be like, you know what? I don't want you having sex with no one else or dealing with no one else because I like you more. The other person's like, hold on, that wasn't an agreement. I'm going to keep doing this. So at that point, then the person that wanted more, person that did not want anything, they become the asshole.
So she liked him more.
No, the other way. The other way.
That's why he probably brought it into the limelight.
That's what it seems.
4 years later, though, with an album to drop.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah.
And that's what it seems at this point. Based on the way she explained it and the way from what he said in his interview, that they had a thing and Will blessed it. And then she came back and basically responded with, we were entangled and then I ended it and I haven't talked to him even since then. Based on that explanation, all we could take from it is that they were entangled and Jada ended it at whatever point she ended it.
I hate that term, by the way, too, now. Because now was a thing. First off, it's been in the dictionary and is a word, but now that's the new word. Yeah, that's the new word.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Call it before
Situationships.
Situationships.
I don't mind it. It does mean the same thing to me. But the interesting thing in the whole thing, that the only thing I was coming from was the last point you made was that although August may have been going through health and PTSD or what, depression, whatever he was dealing with at the time due to his life situation, that at the end of the day he's still a man and he may have had attractive feelings for her prior. Just on some behind, like men do type shit. Like me talking right now, I've never been depressed, thank God. And no disrespect to anybody who is, but if I was going through something, I still would have the wherewithal to be like, I still trying to have sex, especially with somebody who is on a pedestal.
That's what you think without someone never been going through depression. Niggas go through depression and don't want to have sex.
Yeah, well, depression may not be a good example, but you've ever heard of stories of people having sex at funerals and shit like that? I mean, it's a thing.
Salute to your anime.
At the actual funeral, or
it's somewhere surrounding, maybe at the wake or something. But it's one of those things where people get down and they reach out for companionship, even in areas where it's not real. People relapse. Well, people who relapse from addiction, they partner up with other people who are addicted. It's actually one of the rules in some of those NA or AA meetings that you shouldn't pair up with other people who are codependent too. Point being, people who go through shit still find other people in the midst of the shit. And I'm not saying that this gives him a pass or her a pass. It's a weird situation all the way around, especially for Jada, who may have been closer to more sane-mindedness. But can two people who need to reach out to people both find each other? And to answer Claude's question, the answer is proximity. She may have known Denzel. She may have known these people out and about, but these people may not have been available to her or whatever. Dude's in the house. He's friends with the family. The proximity is what gives that access. And who knows where it went from, we just a family friend, to crossing that line. And when it happened, like, when did they start hanging out with August without Jaden? Or did Jaden know? There's a lot of fucking questions here. It's a weird situation.
Jaden also being 16, what is he supposed to say to his mother?
Yeah. All right.
Hey, mom, don't, nigga, you're my kid. We're go to your room.
Do y'all think, August was chilling with Jaden, they were doing beats and making music and shit like that, and then Jaden had, bedtime, had to go to bed, and August
stayed up.
I'm leaving, Jaden, I'm going home now. No. And he goes over to Jada's wing and,
What was that movie?
Puts on Will's robe.
American Pie? Where the dude fucks Stifler's mom? However that happened, I'm guessing that's how it happened. That's how I'm picturing it.
It sounds like it's a bad porn. What it sounds like.
Entanglements. And August dropped a track.
You know that there's probably going to be a porno
called Entanglements?
Parody of this somewhere out there.
Probably anime style. If it is, Mike can find it.
Yeah. That's going to be the name of the episode, Anime Style. Well, let's take a break. Let's come back on the other side with some more Report Podcast.
All right.